The grand estate of Lord Whitmore had long stood abandoned, its halls echoing with the ghosts of the past. When Nathaniel Locke, a struggling artist, was commissioned to restore an old portrait found in the manor's attic, he saw it as an opportunity. He had no idea the horror that awaited him. The portrait was of Lady Eleanor Whitmore, a noblewoman from the 1800s. Her image had been ravaged by time. Cracks marred her once delicate features, and a dark stain had spread across the canvas like a shadow. Nathaniel spent days carefully bringing her likeness back to life, painstakingly restoring the details of her pale skin, piercing blue eyes, and lips frozen in a mysterious, almost sorrowful expression. The first scream came at midnight. Nathaniel jolted awake, heart hammering. The sound had been distant yet shrill, like a woman wailing in agony. He dismissed it as the wind howling through the manor's broken windows. But the next night, it returned, closer, more urgent. With a candle in hand, he crept toward his studio. The portrait of Lady Eleanor sat on the easel, unchanged, or so he thought. A shiver ran down his spine. Her mouth was open, not in the sorrowful expression he had painted, but wide, unnaturally wide, as though caught in an eternal scream. Nathaniel staggered back, nearly toppling over. He swore the mouth had been closed before. He pressed a trembling hand to his forehead. "It's fatigue, imagination," he told himself. Asterisk, nothing more. But the following night, the screams were deafening. They echoed through the halls, filling every corner of the manor with a terror beyond reason. The sound was inescapable, clawing at his mind. He rushed into the studio, his breath ragged. The candlelight flickered violently as he turned to face the painting. Lady Eleanor's eyes were no longer sorrowful. They were filled with rage. Then, the scream erupted from the portrait itself. Nathaniel collapsed to the floor, hands clamping over his ears. The walls trembled, the windows shattered. Shadows slithered from the canvas, reaching for him. With the last ounce of his strength, he grabbed the nearest brush and slashed at the painting, tearing through the cursed face. The moment the canvas split, the screaming stopped. Silence fell over the manor. The next morning, when workers arrived, they found Nathaniel on the floor, eyes wide with terror. The portrait lay in tatters beside him. But as they turned to leave, one of them glanced back at the ruined painting. In the fragments of canvas, Lady Eleanor's lips were curled into a smile,